History has taught us to look for moments, moments of rupture, moments of declaration, moments when something breaks so clearly that it demands to be remembered. Wars begin, governments fall, treaties are signed, borders are redrawn. These are the kinds of moments that feel comfortably into the historical imagination. They can be dated, they can be titled, they can be placed on timelines and taught as turning points. They reassure us that history moves through identifiable shocks, that change arrives loudly, and that harm announces itself before it does lasting damage. But most harm does not arrive this way. It does not begin with a single decision or a visible collapse. It does not announce itself with urgency or spectacle. It does not even feel like harm at first. Instead, it accumulates quietly through repetition, through delay, through policies that appear reasonable in isolation and routine in practice. It unfolds slowly enough to feel normal, and because it feels normal, it rarely becomes history. What disappears from the record is not always what is hidden or forbidden. Often it is what never qualified as an event in the first place. Harm that lacks drama, harm without a peak movement, harm that spreads evenly across years and populations struggle to find a place in systems designed to record interruption rather than erosion. We are trained to recognize history when something happens. An event by definition interrupts ordinary time. It forces response. It demands explanation. It generates paperwork. Meetings are called, statements are issued, decisions are justified, records multiply because institutions must explain themselves. Slowness produces none of this. When harm unfolds gradually, there is no clear moment when normal life is disrupted. There is no single decision that can be isolated as decisive. Instead, there are hundreds of small choices, each framed as practical, necessary, or temporary. Each one defensible on its own, each one too minor to provoke alarm. Because nothing appears to happen, nothing is recorded with urgency. This is one of the central blind spots of historical memory. Our systems of record are calibrated to notice shocks, not processes. They respond to crises, not conditions. They are excellent at documenting collapse and remarkably poor at documenting decay. Timeline reinforces this bias. A timeline demands markers. A law passed, a riot erupted, a war declared. It struggles to accommodate phenomena that do not respect boundaries. Gradual deterioration does not begin cleanly and does not end decisively. It has no obvious starting points and no natural conclusion. A famine that builds over a decade leaves fewer clear records than a single day of unrest. A community that declines steadily produces less documentation than a brief episode of visible violence. Slow harm resists narration because it resists containment. And when something cannot be narrated easily, it is often excluded. Much of this harm survives by resembling everyday life. Schools receive slightly less funding each year. Infrastructure is maintained just enough to avoid immediate failure. Healthcare becomes incrementally harder to access, not through bans or declarations, but through administrative adjustments, staffing shortage, and quiet rationing. Each change feels minor, each adjustment feels temporary, each decision can be justified as pragmatic. Over time, the cumulative effect becomes devastating, but devastation that arrives gradually does not feel exceptional. It feels like reality settling into place. History struggles to record what looks ordinary. Ordinary conditions do not provoke inquiry. They do not demand explanation. They do not inspire urgent documentation. They are assumed to be the background against which events occur, not events themselves. By the time the harms become undeniable, it not longer feels surprising. It feels inevitable. And inevitability is one of the most effective way harm escapes moral scrutiny. Archives amplify this problem. Archives depend on documents and depend on thresholds. Something must cross a line to be recorded. A complaint must be filed. A regulation must be violated. A crisis must be officially declared. Slow disasters rarely cross these lines. They remain just below urgency, too dispersed to qualify as catastrophe, too continuous to be fragmented as emergency, too familiar to appear exceptional. What they produce instead are fragments, partial statistics without interpretation, reports that describe conditions without tracing causes, notes that acknowledge problems without assigning responsibility. Fragments do not tell stories. They sit quietly in files, disconnected from one another, waiting for someone to notice a pattern that was never formally recognized. Over time, even these fragments fade. They are archived without emphasis, digitized without context, preserved without being understood. Completeness becomes an illusion. The archive appears full, but what it contains is not the whole story. Stability plays a crucial role in this illusion. Many slow disasters unfold while institutions continue to function. Offices remain open, procedures continue, reports are filed on time. From the outside, everything appears orderly, but stability can coexist with deterioration. A system can remain operational while failing the people it serves. A structure can stand while hollowing out from within. Institutions are designed to document continuity. They are far less capable of documenting erosion. What survives in the record is persistence, not cost. This creates a powerful distortion. The appearance of order replaces the reality of harm. As long as procedures are followed, the system appears legitimate even if the outcomes grow increasingly destructive. There is also a linguistic reason these histories fail to survive. Language is calibrated for events. It names action, decisions, outcomes. It struggles with conditions that persist without changing shape. There is no precise vocabulary for harm that continues without escalation, for suffering that neither improves nor collapses. As a result, slow disasters are described in passive terms. They become trends, challenges, or long standing issues. Language flattens urgency, it removes agency, it turns lived experience into abstraction. Once harm becomes abstract, it becomes easier to tolerate. Abstraction distances responsibility. It allows institutions to acknowledge problems without committing to change. It allows record to exist without consequences. What is named without urgency is rarely acted upon. Scale complicates this further. Slow harm often affects large populations unevenly. No single group experiences it in the same way at the same time. Some adapt, some leave, some endure. This fragmentation prevents collective recognition. Without a unified movement of suffering, there is not unified demand for documentation. History waits for event that never arrives. Education reinforces this pattern. Historical training privileges case studies, turning points, and decisive moments. Processes that unfold gradually are treated as background context rather than central narratives. Entire forms of harm are implied rather than examined. Absence becomes normalized. There is also a temporal bias at work. Urgency favors the present tense. What demands immediate action feels real. What stretches across decades feels theoretical. Slow harm is framed as a future problem even when it is already unfolding. By treating damage as something that will matter later, institutions avoid confronting its reality now. Time is mistaken for a solution rather than a cause. But duration does not neutralize harm, it compounds it. Slow disasters also resist closure. Events end, processes continues. History prefers narrative that can be completed, lessons that can be summarized, outcomes that can be judged. Slow harm refuses this structure. There is no anniversary for gradual loss, no monument for incremental damage, no ceremony for lives worn down rather than destroyed. Without punctuation, memory drifts. Finally, there is fatigue. Attention is finite. Outrage exhausts itself quietly. Slow harm requires sustained awareness, and sustained awareness is rare. Over time, familiarity dulls perceptions. Conditions that once alarmed begin to feel tolerably simply because they persist. Endurance is mistaken for acceptability. When suffering lasts long enough, it becomes background noise. And background noise is the easiest thing for history to ignore. There is also psychological reason these histories fail to survive. Human attention is drawn to contrast. Sudden change feels meaningful because it breaks exceptions. Gradual change adapts expectations instead. When conditions worsen slowly, perception adjusts alongside them. What once felt alarming begins to feel familiar. Familiarity dulls judgment. This is how slow harm becomes survivable without becoming visible. People do not ignore it because they are unaware. They ignore it because awareness stretched across years loses urgency. Concerns turns into endurance. Endurance turns into resignation. And resignation leaves few records. Historical memory depends not only on documentation but on insistence. Someone must demand that a condition must be named, measured, and remembered. Slow disasters rarely inspire this demand because they exhaust attention rather than concentrate it. There is no single moment that demands testimony. Instead, there are years in which nothing improves enough to inspire hope and nothing worsens enough to provoke revolt. This in between state is where memory erodes most effectively. Institutions adapt to this erosion. Once a condition persists long enough, it becomes incorporated into planning models, risk assessments, and acceptations. What was once treated as a failure is reclassified as a constraint. Harm becomes part of the operating environment rather than a problem to be solved. When this happens, records stop asking why. They describe circumstances, not causes. They normalize outcomes rather than challenging them. History at that point stops documenting damage and begins documenting endurance. This is one of the quietest ways suffering disappears from the record, not because it was denied, not because it was hidden, but because it lasted long enough to be accepted. Often recognition comes only when slowness finally erupts, when erosion becomes callous, when neglect produces visible damage, when a threshold is crossed too late. At that point, the narrative is rewritten. The outcome is framed as sudden, even though the cause was gradual. The story begins at the breakdown, not at the decades of warning that preceded it. The record preserves the ending and forgets the process. Delayed recognition does not restore accountability, it documents its absence. To study these histories is not to uncover a hidden document or a suppressed archive. It is to pay attention to absence, to notice what never reached urgency, to read long silence, incomplete data, and problems described without causes. Absence leaves patterns, but only if we learn how to see them. When slow disasters are ignored, their victims disappear twice. First in life through erosion and neglect, then in memory through omission. Without record, suffering becomes anecdotal. Without recognition, damage becomes normalized. And what becomes normal eventually becomes invisible. History does not merely describe the past, it shapes what societies believe is acceptable, possible, and inevitable. What is not recorded cannot be learned from. What is not learned from is repeated. Not all harm announces itself. Some damage survives only as a sense that something has been wrong for a long time, without a clear beginning and without a defining moment. Not declaration marks its start, nor ceremony marks its recognition. These histories do not disappear because they were erased. They disappeared because they unfolded too slowly to be recognized as history at all. History does not only forget what is suppressed, it forgets what never learned how to damage attention loudly enough. If this feels unfinished, this is intentional. It reflects the nature of what was lost.